Guys, I started and stopped the intro 3 times now. For no apparent reason, I realized I was being perfectionistic. All I said was one word, and I was like, I don't like how I started it. And I started over and over and over again. This is supposed to be authentic expression. So it's okay to have blunders. This podcast is not perfect. And I wanted to show y'all that it was okay to be in your emotions. I guess this podcast episode is something I haven't really shared before. So I wanted to come on here and intro it. That's so weird. I don't even like this intro. Anyways, guys, today we're going to be talking about body image. How we feel about our bodies and how I felt about it growing up. How people influence that. And worth, We're going to talk about those things today. Yeah. And this podcast, as you guys know, it's Heartfelt Expressions with Katara Speaks. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, let's get into it. Let's talk about body image. Usually, body image is influenced by other people, and then your thoughts and emotions affect how you feel about yourself. As a kid, I was not aware and did not really care about how my body looked because kids be kids, until as I grew up, I became more muscular. I played sports all the time, y'all. I played outside. I climbed trees. For example, when I say sports, I would play football every summer. Football, like flag football outside, and pick up basketball and soccer until eventually I became a player on a soccer team and multiple soccer teams. So, yeah, I became muscular, and I thought, with the influence of my family, that I was too muscular for a female, for a woman, even though I was a teenager at the time. So I don't think that's a woman. Yeah. As an Asian girl at the time, according to my family, they said that I, one, is obese. I'm not sure how. I believe them. Obese and manly. It was repeated to me over and over again that I believe that it was true. Because I was muscular, I must have been obese because I was bigger than my family, my other family members. I had hips and I think that's it. Have curves. Okay. At the time, it was because of muscles, in my opinion. And the more that I worked out, the more I became quote unquote muscular and was still considered obese. When you do sports, you're supposed to eat to replenish your energy. I did not care about impressing anyone. So I lived accordingly. I did not adjust my diet. I did not adjust my workout regimen. Okay, I think I worked out more because I was self-conscious. though I was still living my life. And it was hard, I'll be honest, y'all. Having to contend that I was not lovable in that sense, not attractive because I did sports, though I did not mind it, even though it hurt my feelings. I was in high school, y'all. It did not matter, though I still had to come home and hear it every day, every holiday, every gathering. It was tough for me. So in college, when I had what's that? More time to myself and freedom to eat what I want. I ate a lot more than I worked out, and I gained more weight, and my curves became more defined, and the comments became intense, and I really did feel I was obese, even though when other people saw my figure, they was like, no, you're not. To me, I was the biggest I ever been. I felt ashamed, y'all. I felt guilty for eating what I wanted. And I felt very self-conscious. Until one point, right? I was bleeding for 5 months straight. For my period, I thought it was normal. I was bleeding for 5 months straight, and I lost so much blood. My skin started turning gray, and I lost my muscles and my fat, quote unquote. I became so skinny that my family finally deemed me beautiful. Though since I was dressed up for that event, for it was a holiday event, y'all, I always felt that I had to dress up at a certain age, like the coming to age, you are becoming a woman. Like growing up, I would just wear jeans and a nice quote unquote nice shirt, or shorts and a t-shirt. That was my holiday outfits. Until there was a point where I felt like I had to wear a dress in order to be deemed as a woman. And I was wearing this one dress. Also, that's not true, y'all. It was not necessary. And my family counter that thought. They was like, hey, that's not true. Just because we wear dresses doesn't mean you have to. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. Because I felt this pressure all these years. I felt that I was judged because I wasn't dressed up enough. And, I wasn't a woman. Because it's like, oh, you're so unladylike for not dressing up for the holidays. Look at everyone else. They're all dressed up and you're wearing jeans and a short. I took it to heart. And after, I think I was 18, after 18, I was like, well, since I'm a quote-unquote officially an adult, I have to start wearing dresses, and I hated wearing dresses. So uncomfortable, y'all. So, this one year I was wearing a dress, this is when I was super skinny, y'all. After the 5 months of losing blood. And not eating, because my body has been so depleted. I was dehydrated and I wasn't feeding myself. I was just, honestly, my mental health was down the drain at the time. I got a compliment from my family. Oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. This is how you should be as a woman. Then they said this comment. It looks like you gained 3 pounds just because of the stress. There's so much space. I was devastated. This is the smallest I've ever been. Now I need to lose 3 pounds. I replay that moment over and over and over and over in my head, guys. The thing was, if the dress is baggy on me, or baggy on you, or baggy on someone, that means that dress is a little too big. Honestly, you have space in between your skin and the dress and the outfit. That means, you don't fill it out. And the logic was not making sense in my brain. All I remember was the emotional impact of the words. So I didn't believe people when they gave me logic, saying that dress was not fitted on you. So therefore, that statement does not make sense, And what's that? I realized at that moment, if this was the definition of beauty, then I don't want it. I lost all of my muscles, all of my curves, the, bone structure. You can't change that. I was so small, and I realized I don't want this life. I don't want that. My skin was gray, y'all. I was not healthy. So after that, I started working on myself. I started eating. I found out the reason why I was bleeding every single day for 5 months straight, even though the doctors told me that it was normal. No bueno. So I did not return to that lifestyle. I started eating more. I started drinking water. I started sleeping more as best as I could. I worked on my mental health, and life became better. I became healthier. I can see it on my skin. My skin started to glow. So, yeah, our families, our peers, the people around us, whether an authority figure or society in general, wherever you live, because every culture is different, affects our body image if we let it. Especially if it's so repetitive, that you believe it subconsciously. So I worked on that. I stepped away and started giving myself some prep talks, giving myself some love. It's like, hey, you're beautiful. I would look in the mirror, it's like, you're beautiful. I love your smile. I love how athletic you are. I love how your skin is glowing. I would give myself pep talks. And it worked. Now I am able to continue to work out, exercise, hike, do what I enjoy again. Because during that dark period of my life where I was quote unquote beautiful or the perfect size for an Asian woman, I was not happy. I was not. I think losing blood, guys, affects you, not just your muscles. I'm not sure. I think, what's that? I became less active. Therefore my body was deteriorating because I was bleeding every single day. I didn't want to work out. That was on me. That's on me. Yeah. But after that, I got my life together, I suppose. In that sense. My body image and self-confidence in my fitness increased. Yes. So now I'm working on my mobility, my strengthening, my stability. yeah, it's healthy. It's healthy, y'all. So that was a little backstory about that journey of my life. What is your journey in regards to building muscles, losing weight, your body image? Did people had a huge influence on how you felt about your body? And how do you feel about your body now? It's something to think about. You do not have to tell me. Because this is a personal journey that we're all taking together. You know, the self-love journey we're learning and practicing self-care and self-love. This is what this journey is about. And yeah, I wanted to share with you guys that today. Because that's a part of my life that I didn't want to share before. And it wasn't healthy. That talk, the feelings of, oh, you're not good enough. You're not good enough to be part of our family, in a sense. You're the representations of our family, but we don't approve. It was hard. It was hard. And by the way, guys, I laugh during these episodes when I feel awkward, when I feel nervous, when I feel as if I don't know what to say. I realize, especially during the more anxious episodes, I laugh a lot. It's not because it's funny. It's because my nervous system is trying to calm itself down and regulate itself as best as it could, you know? So that's why I laugh. Now I'm aware of it. It's like, oh, you do this often. Yeah. So I'm aware of my laughter. So yeah, anyways. I hope that you guys realize that you guys are worthy regardless. That it doesn't matter how big or small you are, how muscular, how skinny. You guys are. You guys are worthy regardless, worthy of love, worthy of a life well lived, worthy of community, worthy of all your heart's desires, worthy of the clothes you want to wear. If the clothes is too big, then find clothes that fit you. If the clothes are too small, find clothes that fit you. You know? Our body fluctuates all the time as we grow. You know? As time passes. So it's understandable. Our body fluctuates even throughout the year. You might be more muscular, you might be more skinny, you might be more bloated. Bloated. Someone corrected me. So it's bloated. So, yeah. It's normal. It is normal. So, get clothes that fit you. If possible, get clothes that fit you. And it will help with your body image. It helped for me. It did. So, yeah, that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Well, I had to do, what's that? The intro and outro. Because I record it afterwards. Because I don't know what I'd be talking about sometimes. So, yeah. Let's get into the outro, shall we? So this is officially the outro. Because sometimes if the sound is exactly the same and there is no music interlude, it will be hard to tell. This is officially the outro, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and it gave you a little more insight about my life and help you reflect about the people in yours or your own life in regards to body image and how we feel about ourselves. It's okay to feel your emotions. Our feelings are valid, though that does not mean the story that is attached to these feelings are. Because these stories, once really scrutinized, like we looked at these thoughts, these stories that we tell ourselves, it may not be true. Though our feelings are valid because it's what we're processing, our body is giving us signals that says something is amiss. Whether you're angry, you're sad, you're upset, you're happy. Our feelings are communicating something with us. And as we process it, we allow it to be. It's the thoughts that chatter that might not be true. Our emotions come and go. When we feel them, it flows, So, if you guys resonate with this, let me know. Share it with someone you know. Listen to other episodes because it also deals with mental health. It deals with different experience of life. We are more similar than different. Yes, we may have different cultural backgrounds, different lifestyles and upbringings, though there's things that connect us. So if you feel that this story may connect with you or other episodes, then check them out. Yeah, I have descriptions in all of them and different titles. Yeah, so I am drawing a blank. How do I outro? Okay. See, I'm feeling my emotions. I'm getting in my head. I think that's all. I told you guys to let me know, share it with someone you know, look at the other episodes. What else? You guys care to give these ratings, especially if you guys one of the first people here, or you guys are, from the surge of people who want to get to know me, then give me a review. Not me. I am not my podcast, by the way. The podcast is an expression of me, but the podcast is not me. Give the podcast, Heartfelt Expressions with Katara Speaks, a review if you like. Yeah, that's good to keep in mind, y'all. What you create is not you. Your art, your book, your films, your creations, your work in academics and in your profession. It is not you. So if it is criticized or given feedback on, high or low, does not define your worth, because your worth is something to be recognized, not something to be earned. Something to keep in mind. I had to catch myself too, because I used to believe that up until recently, a large part of my life. Yeah, you are not what you do. Your worth is not measured by the things you accomplished. Yeah. Well, until next time, I see y'all soon.